What is going on, people inside that internet machine? Welcome to this episode of the Pickups Garage Sales were shitty. So Tyler and I went into the city. I'm getting really bad at this. Like, it's like a good bad. I feel like, the intros, they could be better. But I think like the crappy intros they're good. I like them. All right, let's take a look. All right. So today's Friday. Try to go out to the garage sales before the weekend sailors. All the people that got to work during the week hit the garage sales on Saturday. I try and hit them on Friday. This place where I live is weird. Like, not a lot of people post their yard sales like a day or two before. It's like they post it when they have it. So they put out the signs and then they post it on Facebook. But I go around the block, do a little freestyle, go over to that neighborhood, see if there's, and then I come home and I'm like, okay, I guess we struck out today, no big deal. And then I open Facebook and there's like 4 or 5 garage sales going on that weren't there before because people didn't post them early. But yeah, it was a terrible day for garage sales, man. I was getting frustrated. But I did beat a couple games, so let's run over those real quick. Let's talk about them real quick. Grab by the Ghoulies on the Rare Replay. That's a great compilation. When you're talking about like the value proposition, $10-15 for Rare Replay with 30 games and Gears of War, the Ultimate Collector Edition, whatever. Ultimate Edition. Anyway, Grab by the Ghoulies is a Rareware game. You guys know I love Rareware. It was like their first game on Xbox when they moved over to Microsoft. And listen, it's okay. I give it a B. Some people really like it. Some people don't like it. The thing you got to get used to is that the right thumbstick is the attack. But once you sort of get used to that, the game's pretty fun. I didn't think it was too difficult. And it's not really scary. It's more Scooby-Doo. It's a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more campy with some of the references and everything. And then today, posted on Facebook, beat Gradius Galaxies on the Game Boy Advance. Great game. Gave it an A. It's tough, like right in the right spots, but it's one of those games where it's a little bit more forgiving. The entry point, if you're a novice at shooters, it's pretty good. It's still a Gradius game, so it's going to be difficult towards the end. The boss fights are pretty tame in that game. It's just getting through the levels. They put you in some real tight corridors, and you have to kind of know the enemies that are coming up. It's shoot 'em up stuff. But yeah, Gradius Galaxies on the Game Boy Advance, really, really cool. Like I said, garage sales were not happening today, so Tyler and I went to our secret spot, and we got a couple games. So I saw this on the original Xbox. I'm not a big original Xbox collector, but this is only for Xbox. I know MC Murr was talking about this game a while back. It's called Nightcaster. There's actually a second one, but it's kind of a top-down, like Diablo-style game. And I've been thinking a lot about Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris, which is on PS4. And it's sort of a top-down Tomb Raider type game in a Diablo style. And I really enjoyed it, so I kind of want to play one of those again. So grabbed this game, Nightcaster. Can't wait to check this out. Really nice condition. So $7. And then the last time we were there, they had Samurai Jack on Blu-ray, the complete series. It was like $20. Are you kidding me? It's like $4 a season. Since there are only 5 seasons of Samurai Jack, that's common knowledge. Everybody knows that. But my son and I used to watch this all the time. Really enjoyed Samurai Jack. I really enjoy the games. The Game Boy game was okay. The Game Boy Advance game was okay. I just played through the PS2 game again, the GameCube one, 6th-gen games. And then Battle Through Time on PS4. So look forward to watching this. $20, again, good value right there. So that was awesome. Let's jump over to the other store. So at the other store, when I'm out, I'm always trying to find games that I can sort of flip and sort of reduce the cost of what I bought. Even if it's, a $4 or $5 profit, that's still chipping away at the cost of the games that I bought. So in their Game Boy Advance bin, if they're not marked, they are 3 for $10. So we got Ed, and Eddie Misadventures. That's about $15. You're going to see this one twice today. Hi Puffy Amy Yumi. Just rolls right off the tongue. Looks like that's about a $15 game. And then Samurai Jack, The Amulet of Time, a game that I already beat this year. It's not bad, you know. Jack moves a little bit slow in that game, but does everything he needs to do. Again, another $15 game, so it's about 45 bucks. I spent 55, so hopefully if we sell those, we might be able to get these games down to about 10 bucks. So F1 Race of Champions 2, played the first one either last year or the year before. Really liked it. This one's a little bit different. It's got more of an F-Zero-y type vibe to it. It doesn't actually kind of look like that. And this game is not that easy to find. So for 15 bucks, I feel like I got a good deal because it's a little bit underpriced already. Then I saw this, had to have it for the Nintendo Grand Slam of Golf. This is an Atlas title. You can see it says right there on the golf ball. Tyler says it's a pretty good game. It does need a little cleaning, but, you know, not bad. We'll add that to an Atlas title to our NES collection. And then another one of those games I can't believe I didn't already have. Super Dodgeball for the NES. Mr. Matthews beat this game this year, and I am hoping to do the same, but I probably won't get to it until later in the year. But yeah, man, Super Dodgeball. It's so funny. It was 14 bucks, right? In their collector's case, they had a copy of this for $50. And then they had 3 on the shelf, one for 14, one for 20, and one for like 23 or something. So obviously I'm going to take the one that's the cheapest copy in the best condition. So that's what we did. All right, so I just want to get this in a video so I could get it put away or listed. But 15 bucks at my local flea market. Disney Infinity 3.0 on the Xbox One. Does come with a gamepad. There's also an Anakin figure, a Rey figure, and a Finn figure. So we end up getting 6 figures out of this. Ahsoka, both of the lightsabers intact, which is nice. And then Kylo Ren, which is a pretty sick figure. That's pretty cool. But I think this is the FX version where the lightsaber lights up, which is cool. And then we had a Poe Dameron in the box. But it looks like the game and the pad sell for about 15 bucks. So that'll be my money back right there. And then everything figure related will be profit. The problem with Disney Infinity and these kind of come to life figures in general, they are really good sculpts. I like the way they're made, like the way they look. But no one's out there collecting Disney Infinity, you know what I mean? And the people that do, this stuff is cheap enough that they probably already have it. So it's not like there's nobody out there looking to add like a 12th Ahsoka Tano to their collection. And then when you're selling it on eBay, it's kind of hard because you can go to your local store and get this for like $4. Why would anybody pay $4 plus shipping, you know, on eBay? So these things have a tendency to sit around for a while. I don't know. Maybe there will be a point in time where Disney Infinity pops off again, but I think they're cool figures. They just don't really sell that well. What are your thoughts? I posted on my Facebook, what are some Game Boy Advance hidden gems? Somebody said Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. Did a little research on this game. People compared it to a Castlevania or a Metroid style game. I can tell you that that is not the case. This is not the worst game of all time, but it is just like an action platformer with some Navy combat elements to it. It's good. It's not great, but it's good. So Pirates of the Caribbean, if you're looking for something cheap to play, grab that one. Revenge of Shinobi. I thought this would be like a port of a Shinobi game. Apparently it's not. The controls are terrible in this game. At least that's what the reviewer said. I don't know how you screw up a Shinobi game. It's kind of a tried and true method. Pretty basic. Start on the left, walk to the right, and slice stuff in half. You know what I mean? How do you mess up a ninja game? Yeah, definitely grab this one. I watched a review on this one. Shaman King, Master of Spirits. Now this is more like a traditional Metroid game, apparently. It's based on an anime. And I think what's funny about these games is that in Japan, they didn't get the Shaman King games. For whatever reason, we in the West got these Shaman King games. So looking forward to playing this one because it's made by Konami. So I get the Castlevania sort of comparison, but I guess we'll see. But an action platformer with some Metroid style gameplay. Yeah, we'll definitely check that out. All right, so let's go back in time where I got Samurai Jack from. You know, when we went down there before, they had buy 3, get the third one half off, or buy 4, get the fourth one free, right? Well, I guess you're not buying 4. If you buy 3, you get the fourth one free. They don't do that anymore, and he said that the reason is that people from other game stores would come in and buy stuff just to go take it back to their store and sell it. And I'm like, you know, there's a couple ways to handle that, right? Like maybe you could do the same deal on games $15 or less, you know, because I mean, honestly, if you're in there and you got three or four $100 games and you buy three $100 games, you're getting the fourth $100 game for free. But at the same point, you know, the point of your store is to sell games, not be the best at hoarding games. And I feel like sometimes these game stores are afraid to give people a good deal sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got 28 on it. I don't know if I could go 25. I can't go that low. How about 27? You know what I mean? Like, they just haggle. And I think it's funny sometimes because, like, if I owned a game store and some other game store owner came in and said, I will buy everything and I will give you basically 75% of your asking price, because that's essentially what buy three, get the fourth one free is, you know, I'd sell it. That's what it's there for, right? So I don't know. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Are game stores sometimes afraid to give people a good deal? It's kind of funny. So in their $5 racks, they've got, you know, Nintendo racks that are $5 and Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, little biggie. You know, they got all the games. But I've never played Saints Row. It's a franchise that I kind of want to play a game in the franchise. It's on the list of games I've never beaten one game in that franchise. Saints Row's Cat Out of Hell, first edition. I don't know. I don't know anything about Saints Row. Boom, there it was. $5. Nice clean copy with the insert, which is awesome. Mobile Light Force 2. Now this is Castle Shikigami. You guys know that, or Shikigami no Shiro. Complete. That was $8, and it doesn't really go for much more. The problem with this game is finding it complete and in good condition. So for $8, I will definitely pick it up. It's like an $8 to $12 game. I'll swap the case out because this case is kind of booty. And I'll bring it to the trade show. So if you got like a $10 or $12 game and you've been wanting a bullet hell shooter that's really awesome, I will bring that and maybe we can work out a trade. If not, it's a shooter. It's not like it's going to go down in price, really, right? And then they shit the bed on this one. Raiden 3 on the PS2 complete. This is like a $25 game or so. They had it in their case for $9.95. I think I got a copy of this from RetroHack one year in the trade show, or the Raiden on 360. I don't remember, but yeah, I'll definitely bring this to the trade show. And if not, nobody wants it, then I'll just list it on my eBay store. Speaking of eBay store, always taking the opportunity to look for something to resell. Hi, Puffy, Amy Yumi. You guys get deja vu. It's a game I already said, but it was $5. And, you know, like I said, it's like a $15 game. So we'll throw that up to sort of help recoup the cost. Super Dodgeball on the Game Boy Advance. That's an Atlas title. I already have it. But again, it's like a $10 game. I got it for $5. I'll bring it to the trade show, maybe. And if somebody wants to trade for it, then we can trade for it. I told Tyler on our way out there, I said, the mission for today is Lady Saya on the Game Boy Advance. If it's at 25, I'm going to offer them 20 cash out the door. Of course, we get there and they have a copy and they want $29.95 for it. And I said, what's the out the door price? He said, I could do 25. So I wasn't, it's $5 more than I wanted to pay for it. But now I have a nice copy in the collection. And usually the ones I see have water damage on the label. So yeah, can't wait to give that a try. People say it's, hidden gemmy, but we'll see. So cross that off. Played Horizon 3 this year, Forza Horizon 3 on the Xbox. Man, start jumping on these Forza Horizon games because I have a feeling once they're sort of gone, they're going to be gone since everything's going digital. I love that they all take place in different locations. I've played through 3, Tyler brought 4, and then I got a really good deal on Forza Horizon 5, which takes place in Mexico. So, boom. Forza Horizon 5. Can't wait to play these, man. I don't really want to buy games that I'm not going to play within the next 2 years. I don't think I'm going to play this in the next 2 years, but I also don't think this game is going to get cheaper in the next 2 years. You know what I mean? So, happy to add that to the collection. And eventually we'll play it. I might actually pop it in and download it. Guys, that is going to do it. Just a real quick pickup video. Hope your guys' garage sales going well. You're playing some games. Gradius Galaxies was number 23 for the year for me. So moving right along. I got Lady Saya maybe next, and still trying to play Ocarina of Time. Just, you know what it is about Ocarina of Time is like when I turn it on, I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a time sink. You know, is there should I start this at like 8 in the morning and just play until I'm done, you know, or play the whole weekend? But yeah, I don't know. It's a little intimidating, you know. It's like Final Fantasy VII. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share on social media. Don't forget to bang that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of your CM Retro gaming goodness, guys. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one.